Hey Disco Paul. I just seen a huge cock on the radar.
Well, it can't be mine, Disco Steve, as my willy is the same size as Keith Chick wins.
Anyway, what the fuck have you came as, Mr. Broccoli Man?
Oh, shut your pussy, you belter. You don't look much better, you baldy bastard. Looks like you have a camel toe in those tight pants.
Enough of your pish and let's teleport back down to Dundee and save that old granny's hand back from that junkie fuck.
Okay, Disco Steve. Sounds like a plan. And after that we can go to Tesco and get some of that cheap cider.
Teckle Disco Paul. Sounds like a job for the DiscoKingz.
Till the next time, Disco Steve.
Till the next time, Disco Paul. Hey Disco Paul, I have an interview with the job center tomorrow, so don't contact me between 12 and 1 as I don't want them to know I'm working on the side.
Okay, Disco Steve, your secret's safe with me.
They are trying to put me on a course with all those windy liquors at Claver House.
That doesn't sound like a plan, Disco Steve.
Tell me about it, Disco Paul. I would rather shite in some tinfoil and eat it than go to that spuzzy course that is full of people that look like that big ugly cunt from the Goonies.
I think you should give that a big body swerve, Disco Steve, as the Dundee people need us as a pair.
Sounds like a plan, Disco Paul. I will get a doctor's line and we can carry on our battle against those bubble-taking thugs.
Pure teckle, Disco Steve.
Pure teckle, Disco Paul. Hey Disco Paul, I've just had a tip-off about a well-known drug dealer selling high-quality LSD from the top of the hill town.
We can't have people listening to Jefferson Airplane in the doors. So let's beam down and relieve this lowlife of his contraband.
Sounds like a plan, Disco Paul. Nothing better than taking the drugs into our own hands.
I hope it's black microdots the geezer has. As I got right out my trolley on them at a rave back in the 80s. Tripping out my box I was.
I hope so too, Disco Paul, as we can sit and watch the whole series of the Teletubbies on the plasma screen.
We can even watch Lorraine Kelly's GMTV, as we will still be tripping out of our tits.
Teckle Disco Paul.
Teckle Disco Steve.
Hey Disco Paul, not much happening today, me old fudge nudger.
Yes, I know, Disco Steve. Think I might beam down to Lockheed High Street and put a line on at the bookies.
I might do a line myself, Disco Paul. I have some nice sulfate and enough Nepalese temple ball for about 4 spliffs. For my cum dune quality.
Talking about coming dune. What the fuck are you doing in the baddie's cage?
I pitched in my pants, and this hot lava is drying them off. Can't wear my adult nappies with my costume, as people will rip the shite out of me.
Defo Disco Steve. Better reeking of pish than looking like a total fanny.
That's good coming from you, Disco Paul. Your irritable bowel syndrome is way worse than my wee-wee problem. You are always spraying the lovey with skitters, it gives me the dry boke.
Fuck this, Disco Steve. I've had enough. I'm beaming down to Greg's to get a sausage and bean pasty. You can stay here in your cage. You baldy monkey.
Okay, Disco Paul, jog on, you belter. You better bring me back a sausage roll, or I will scalp your puss with a dildo.
Teckle Disco Steve.
Teckle Disco Paul.
Disco Steve. Thank you for inviting me out on a date in your private bullet train.
That's okay, gobble girl. Facebook is a teckle way to hook up with sexy minkers like yourself.
Ooh. I like being called sexy. But I have never been called a minker before. Does that mean I'm furry like a mink coat?
No, it means that you wouldn't wash and you wouldn't clean. Hey Nicky Nackety no, the no.
Yes, well, I am known for being a little bit bucket, Disco Steve. And I bet you have been with a few skankies in your time.
Easy now, gobble girl. Don't get white with me, my young filly, or you will be out that windy, quicker than you can say. Mad Helen.
On the subject of willies, I've been told you have a huge wang.
Yes. I hope you never got your information from Disco Paul. He is always trying to get a sneaky peeky at my love missile when I'm changing into my hero costume.
Where is Disco Paul? Is he on a mission?
No. He is at the bingo. Then he's got an appointment at the clap clinic, up in 9Es. That's what he gets for having a one-night stand a curtain bird. I've told him to stay away from deja vus, and go to the soul club instead, but I get the rubber ear.
That's such a shame. I was looking forward to a spit roast with the disco duo. Well, I will have to be happy with one play kit. Streak of henspish. Instead of 2.
That's it, gobble girl. I've had enough of your cheek for one day. Take enough for a Joe Maxi and a large Donna, and do one biatch. Your lucky Disco Paul is not here to do his death strangle grapple super move on you, I tell thee.
Stick your monies up your farter disco donkey. I'm off to badmouth you on passbook. Then I'm going to print out a picture of the both of you. Pull down my breeks. And drop a big steaming Yuletide log onto your mugs.
Teckle. Away and take your puss for a shite. Hey Disco Paul, I think we must be getting a name for ourselves, as the Dundee criminal underworld seems to be laying low.
Yes. Disco Steve. Our hard work is defo starting to pay off.
What have you been doing to pass the time away, until we get another mission, Disco Paul?
I was in the toon buying some new clothes. Primark was hoaching with scummy mummies, showing us their brilliant white skin, corned beef legs, and hairy tails. There was a traffic jam with all those double buggies. Pure pish and shite mixed together with a wooden spoon.
Sounds like a cunting nightmare, Disco Paul. I got up at 6, and beamed down to the berries, as I needed some moolah. I picked about 40 crates of raspberries, as you know I'm a fucking berry dabbler.
Did you not fill the punnets halfway up with twigs and sticks?
Fucking right I did, Disco Paul. Spent most of the afternoon, in the barn, pumping this Czech lassie, and getting well tanked up on Can No More wine.
Pure teckle Disco Steve. Did you not say you had to sign on tomorrow, me old cock sparrow?
Oh fuck.
I suppose you can go dressed in your hero outfit, and say you were going to a fancy dress party as Disco Steve.
Sounds like a plan, Disco Paul.
Teckle Disco Steve.
Teckle Disco Paul.